Hello happy YouTubers, Marcelina here with you. In this video, I will show you guys how I rooted jasmine cutting in just 14 days. Check this out. Wow. Awesome. Look at the roots. It's so cute. So why do we propagate plants? Well, the answer is so simple. We want to reproduce more new plants. So I took this cutting from my jasmine flower. Now I have two flowers. Propagating flowers, guys, is so much fun, and it is a fun hobby. A hobby that you can turn into profits. So how I rooted this cutting super fast, I will show you in the next episode coming up. Before we begin the propagation, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Also, always open your notification icon to be notified of our next future videos. We don't want you guys to miss anything. So, how do you propagate jasmine stem cutting super fast? I rooted my cutting in just 14 days. In this video, I will show you step by step, easy to follow method. So, stick with me all the way to the end. We will do this together. Sounds good? Alright, so the first thing you will need is Clonix mist. This is an extra bonus of hormone to add hormone to the plant. You will spray your jasmine 1 week before you take the cut. Second is Clonix gel. Clonix gel is going to help you promote root faster. The third requirements that you will need is implementing Propagating system. I mention the system all the time because majority of my propagations are done through Propagating system. So if you haven't used Propagating before, I think you might try this time. So I will link the Propagating system below this video. Check it out. You can find it on Amazon or you can build it on your own. I have a video. Check my video on how I set up the monster machine and learn from that. Okay, so let's get to work. So I have my cutting here. So the first thing, make sure you sterilize your pruner. Is a basic principle of gardening. You don't want your fungus from your tool transfer to your plant. Now I'm going to strip the leaves. I will speed up this one, guys, so it doesn't take longer. So I just leave 2 sets of leaves here and 2 sets of leaves here. So I'm not cutting half. So I just leave the way it is. The next thing is I'm going to cut closer to the node. See that node? I'm going to cut that because in that area has a lot of concentration of hormones. Now, with my Clonix, I'm going to stick my cutting, dip it in Clonix for few seconds. You want to allow the chemical to be absorbed. Now this next step, we're going to root this cutting in the fog machine. So let's go to the greenhouse. Okay, so I'm here in the greenhouse. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place this in the knit cup. So you just place in the groove like that and put back to the knit cup and place in the system. So I will put it in here. Okay, so after you place the cutting in the system, label the plants and date. Make gardening simple. Alright, so the next step is transplanting our jasmine new rooted cuttings. Now, transplanting is a delicate process. Since we rooted our cuttings in fog machine, the stress level of shock is higher than those you rooted in the soil. And this is because the root has no soil attached in it. In the soilless media, if you rooted in soilless media, there is still soil attached to the root. So how do you prevent transplant shock. To minimize transplant shock, I use Mycoplast. This is a beneficial fungus, not only protecting the young root system against pathogen, it also preventing transplant shock. Now, I have an extra bonus here, guys, that I added in this video. Sometimes we are preoccupied of everything that we forgot a simple activity, watering the plants. And I know sometimes I forgot sometimes, and by the time I went back to the greenhouse, some of my cuttings dry out. So I have this pot and I use wicking system. I love wicking grow. So this rope here, you can buy this rope in Lowe's for $3. So you need to soak first in the water so it wicks faster. And I cut like 2 feet. So what you need to thread below. So I will thread it in here, in the bottom, like that, and I will leave maybe that long, or maybe just longer, so that it can get into the water. So inside, I'm going to loop this inside. Okay, so I loop inside. Now after I place this wick, I'm going to add suilless. The suilless media I use here is microgreens, because microgreens has small particles and it contains good ratio of perlites, cocopeat, and vermiculites. So it gives the root good proper air circulation and also good drainage. So I will place it in here halfway. Now I'm going to place my jasmine. You're so cute. Look at that. I'm not going to prune the root because I don't want to add injury to my newly rooted plant. And I just spread the root inside. Oh, before I forgot, hold on guys. I got sidetracked. So I'm going to get a pinch of my Mycoplast and I spread onto the root. So make sure that the root is wet so it cling or easy to attach to that root. Just bear with me guys, because English is not my primary language, so sometimes I have to find words. Alright, so this one here like that, and then you have to add extra suilless. I have fun doing this and I'm so excited if I find something good. If I find good ideas, I love to share with you guys. Alright, here you go. Now look at that, look at you. You're gonna be happy in this environment. So doing this wicking, it limits your watering daily. That's cool. Okay, now jasmine flower guys can be grown tropical or subtropical, and this is our national flower. It was adopted in jasmine sambak was adopted in 1935 as our national flower, and after that they named it to Sampaguita. And there are more than 200 species, but only one species native to Europe. But they are diversified because the flower has strong scent, so this is cultivated because of that. And in China they use the jasmine flower for tea. I haven't drank tea. Have you been drinking tea of jasmine? Let me know. So alright, so now I'm going to place this one for now here. So the next thing, I'm going to fertilize my newly I just place like that. Newly rooted jasmine. And I use 20-20-20 water soluble. It is easy for the plant to digest. So I just put in here so it doesn't leak. So water the jasmine. Alright, now it's watered. You're gonna be happy. So after you transplant, you need to place in a shade area. You don't want the plant get stressed from direct sunlight because it's just newly transplanted. And then you have to wait 2 days until the plant can adjust to its new environment. So I don't, since it is in the wicking system, I don't need to water the plants for a week. So how often do you fertilize your plant? Well, you're using water soluble, so you fertilize every 2 weeks. And what I did here in my garden, because I use a lot of water soluble, if I water my plants the following week, I use like less concentrated, so I dilute my water soluble, because you have to apply 1 tablespoon per gallon, but I dilute that. Okay, now let's talk a little bit of jasmine. Why you want to grow jasmine? Because it's awesome. It gives you a strong scent of flowers. And I was so happy when I get this. Look at my jasmine here. Look at that. It's blooming. Look at that. So it flowers in spring and summer. Now you stop your fertilization in the fall if you live in subtropical region, because plant is less active during the time. You don't want the root having that fertilized sit on. So you only fertilize spring, summer, and early fall. Then after that, stop the fertilization. So jasmine is zone 9 and 10. So it is necessary to bring the container indoor, or if you have no greenhouse, bring inside your house. And we use this flower. Oh my goodness! When I was a kid, I saw my mom harvesting those flowers and use a perfume, and he had coconut oil mixed with the flower. It was awesome. And that's it, guys. So if you have any other information that you can add to it. So again, this is a tropical plant. It can be grown subtropical, but you have to bring it inside. So this is for today, folks. Thank you for watching. If you have question, write comments below. And also good news, guys, that I was so excited to share this with you. All right, we finally have 10,000 subscribers. Thank you to all of you. And since I have 10,000 subscribers, I finally have my merchandise online. Look at that Huya. So these are my best Huya I printed in the t-shirt. It's cool t-shirt. So if you want to support this channel, guys, you can support in 3 ways. You can subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like the video if you think that the video is cool, or share the video to your friends, or get our products, t-shirts, caps, or handbags. There are a lot of cool products, t-shirts online.
I would do it.
That's Greg Steven. So yeah, so look at that. I want to show you. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Thank you for watching, guys. This is Marcelina at cashewgreens.com. See you next time. Peace.